there are some incredibly small dial screws. It won't really focus, but they're ridiculously tiny. Okay, so both of those screws just came out, but they don't appear to be dial screws, and I don't know where they fell out to. Found one. And we just need the second one. All right, and we found the other little screw that I thought was a dial screw, but is not a dial screw. So we continue our search on how to remove the dial. Could just be sticky. Aha, and it is sticky. There's a little bit of glue on it. So we've got the dial off, and you'll see just a little, oops, it's okay. There's a little spot of glue right here. So we've got the hour wheel that just popped off. We'll put that away, and the little washer, a little brass washer for it. Get the cannon pinion off. Good. We didn't send it flying, so that's a relief. And it's got a little top part on it to cover the top. Is our, I think if we go like this, we might get lucky. There we go. It's about as small as it gets. Oh, we've got rust. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can see it a little bit. Some rust right here. And over in here as well. So let's get that out of there. Get the setting lever spring and cover off. Ooh, that just popped right off. You'll see it under here. And you might, it's tough to get it in focus here. A little bit of rust there. And here's the screw. Popped off a little bit as well. We'll put all those together. Okay, let's see if we can't get that intermediate wheel off. Doesn't quite want to go, so that's okay. What we'll do is get the yoke spring out before it goes flying on us. There we go. Oops, yoke springs off. Wonder if it might be better. Yeah, it's just a tough one to keep in focus. Let's see if we can't get the yoke off. There we go. Little bit of rust on there. And now, there we go. Now we've got that intermediate wheel off. And then the minute wheel will likely come as well. Yeah, there we go. No rust on there, so that's good. I'm not going to play with any of these jewels yet, but what we'll do is open this up a little bit. Don't know if the winding gear and the winding clutch will just come out. Okay, they will. Yep, really rusty. Sorry to do that off camera. There we go. And then to get the setting lever. Oh, is it not screwed down? Does it just go all the way through? Oh, it's not screwed. I'm used to these being screwed in, but this one just sits in. So that's quite nice. Also quite rusty. All right, so that should do it for the dial side. So we can flip this over. So should be okay as is. To do a little bit of work on that. I want to see actually. Let me get this back on here. If we can't, a little bit of pegwood. Just gently get a bit of that off. Yeah, just seems like a lot of surface rust. So that's promising. I'll just clear that off. This, let's set the dial down somewhere safe. Great. Finally, some maybe more regularly sized screws. I wonder if we do that. Oh, that's so much better. There we go. It's a beautiful looking little movement. Wow. Probably want. So it's cool, this is the first movement I've encountered, at least, with the multiple lines indicating it's reverse threaded. That's our crown wheel. Let's get the click off. There we go. I didn't release the mainspring, so that went better than it could have. Let's pop that down. I just want to make note on how this spring's oriented in here. Oh, great. Sent it flying. There we go. Okay, as most are, there's a little tiny point up and a little tiny point down. Like, I can't get over how small that is. Do you see that right there? Even though it's kind of gross of a comparison, there just happens to conveniently be a hair on my desk. You can see the difference of like a hair to that thing. It's next to nothing. But we've got that click off, that's good. And let's get the ratchet wheel. I didn't really plan this out very well. There we go. Not quite. Woo. That went flying. We got lucky. And then ratchet wheel's a bit dirty. And that's jeweled. Let's get, I can't take that bridge. I think I can take it off. So let's get the barrel bridge off. Start over here. There we go. Go. Just trying to get creative with the leverage points. There we are. There we go. Okay. That should come off quite nicely. A little bit of rust underneath here as well, so these need to get clean. Never seen a jeweled arbor bearing, I guess. But that's really neat. It's a really cool little movement. Let's get the train bridge off. Should be able just to pry up right there. Good. Oop. A couple of these. Oh, I got them. Okay. Just get this out gently. There we go. Sit down the train bridge. Oops. Just trying to get my brain straight about where these all go again, because that's going to go That must go in the middle there, okay. I think that might be what we're looking at there. Oh boy, this is going to be a fun one to reset. All right, well, we're going to cross that bridge when we get there. Let's get these out before I break something. These are so small. There's a fourth wheel. Oh my goodness, I can't get over how small these are. Just for further context, just because it's always interesting to see. Here's a pocket watch wheel. I think that's the fourth wheel, if I'm not mistaken. Here's a pocket watch escape. Oops, pardon me. Escape wheel. Just in comparison, that's ridiculous. Third wheel, escape wheel. All right, let's set these aside. Let's get the main barrel out. Looks pretty good. Let's just take a look inside. I mean, that looks very, very nice and clean. So that is good. I don't want to play in here too much, mostly because I don't have a lot of tools to replace it. And I really don't want to find myself needing to replace a mainspring in here. Fun little tool. Look at that. And the mainspring cover's back on, or the barrel cover's back on. Barrel cover. How lovely is that? So let's just set you aside. Put that away. It's an interesting little main plate here. It's an interesting setup. Okay, so this just leaves us with the pallet fork and the escape wheel. I'm not really seeing any rust down here. You can still see it on the main plate here a little bit. So I think maybe this watch took a little dunk in a pool, or you know, ended up maybe getting wet in the rain or dropped in a sink. Just want to be really gentle here because these are obviously very delicate parts. There we go. There we go, good. We'll set the palette fork down. We can get the palette fork itself out. So that's the palette fork bridge. We got the palette fork out. And then the escape wheel, I assume it just has to kind of slide out this way. Not quite. Is it this way? Huh, I don't like that. All right, yeah. There we go. So there we are, resetting it. I don't like that. Okay, I'm just going to take it out. And we'll set the escape wheel down. And that just leaves us fully disassembled here. We'll get it out of the little movement holder. And what I'm going to do next is I'm going to put on, I've got like 20 times microscopic little glasses. I'm going to take a look at all these little jewel holes and see how everything looks and see if maybe any of the jewels are cracked or anything like that. And because there's lots of jewels, this movement boasts, I think, what, 23 jewels I saw on one of the bridges? Yeah, 23 jewels. So it's going to be a little bit of work here to get it looked at. That's all for now.